about human liberty and individual empowerment. I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules, you will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled I-N-F-I-D-E-L, bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
Stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
The Alex Jones Show. Because there is a war on for your mind.
Well, the huge news, and I'm going to your phone calls. FCC votes yes on strongest net neutrality rules, but they won't release what the rules are. I mean, this is a giant screw job because they want to just announce the FCC protected it when it really just took it over. That's the tactic. You know, they call it Obamacare free health care. It's the opposite, and lets insurance companies take over health care so they can really hammer everybody and screw everybody over. And now you're seeing the results of it. We've now deeply investigated the article that shocked me an hour and a half ago that I saw go up at drudgereport.com. We have it linked up at Infowars.com with some added background and videos for folks to get the full picture. Right now, we are adding some to this story so that folks can understand exactly what's happening. But 223 is a very versatile round. But for game hunting, it doesn't go out as far. It starts losing its trajectory. And so these particular green tips, as they call them, that they call armor piercing, have a tungsten tip and more lead in them so that they'll go further. So it's not designed to be a, quote, cop killer. But it doesn't matter. All bullets are cop killers. So once you start banning certain bullets, calling them cop killers, It's Katie barred the door. So that article's up on Infowars.com right now. I want to get our own articles out explaining how this is a camel's nose under the tent flap, like everything else they do, to set the precedent that by executive action, Obama can restrict guns and ammo. There's no law here. They're just doing this. Comprende? So it's on. Notice Obama's moving on every front with executive power. Open borders, internet takeover, kill switches, energy, wars, military operations. And the Republican leadership in Congress went along with this and said they wouldn't block it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Infowars.com with that info. Because there's a war on for your mind. I'm actually speechless at this point. Absolutely speechless at this point. It's all just moving into high gear. More is happening in a few months now than what happened in a year previously. More is happening in a year what happened in 10 years. And it's just going to accelerate and accelerate. Every expert agrees that's where we're going. And they're getting ready for a total takeover. They admit black sites, FEMA centers, Emergency Centers Establishment Act, Civilian Inmate Labor Camp Program. They got forced labor plans on the books, and they've got them set up at Army bases and listed at Army.mil. And I sent all this to the talk show host 5 years ago that was saying I was a liar. And they did, and then I learned from their people that their crew got the info and was like, yeah, it's real. And the host said, no, it's not, and went on air and said I was full of bull and showed some debunked FEMA camp that we hadn't reported on to say we were debunked. And I'm not even attacking those hosts, man. I want to get all these mainline conservative hosts to save the country. I mean, if we all just start saying no, we're very close to the tipping point here. But in fact, I know a lot of these hosts are telling the truth now more and more because they realize they're going to have to leave the country if the globalists win. Just because you claimed you were a conservative, just because you claimed you were a patriot, you're an enemy of the globalist. You don't make deals with these people. How could anybody sleep at night working with the globalist and then thinking they're going to leave you alone? The only reason I'm still alive is the grace of God, your prayers. There's a lot of reasons. They don't want to highlight everything I've said and done, make me a martyr, blah, blah, blah. They just want to assassinate my name first. They just want to destroy the idea of a liberty movement first. That's why we stand up for other activists they're trying to destroy. Because we're all in this together. But one of the biggest reasons, too, is they know there's good people throughout the system that are watching and are leaking info on what the criminal government's doing. So what's scary is they've gone from trying to cover this stuff up in just the last 5 years to just admitting it now. I mean, they basically came out in Chile, or it was Argentina, and admitted that the government was connected to killing that investigator that was about to go public. They just come out now and go, yeah, fluoride makes you depressed and fat and bad thyroid and suicide, top journals, top newspapers, and it still just stays in the water. I mean, their tactic now is they can't cover it all up, so they just go, yeah, black site. Yeah, people have died in there. Yeah, we don't let you talk to lawyers or anyone know where you went, sometimes for days. Yeah. Yeah, it's total felony, totally illegal. We're just doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. That's right. And if they can Chicagoize, we're on 2 stations in Chicago, so that's a paradox. We got 2 stations there, great listeners, awake people, but the system doesn't care. It's entrenched doing whatever it wants. But they're coming after all the alternative media. I'm going to your calls here in about 45 seconds. I just want to say this first. We have 20% off Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The Super Male at current rates will sell out in about 3-4 days. And it looks like it'll be a couple weeks till we get more of the Super Male produced, cold pressed, prepared. We have enough Super Female to keep selling it for a few weeks. We're going to have to remanufacture that. We're in that process right now. So the sale's been so successful, there's 2 days officially left in it. I may just continue it if it doesn't sell out in 2 days, a couple more days, till the Super Male is completely sold out. And you've heard the rave reviews. You've heard what it does. Just try it, and then you know you're supporting the broadcast. Regardless, now it took me about 1.5 years to get my tolerance up. I would take half the recommended dose. Now I take more than recommended dose. You do what you want. but it's a whole bunch of known, concentrated, cold-pressed stuff that knocks your socks off. Developed by Dr. Group, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. We also have the free bottle of Herbal Defense, Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Booster by Right Side, our discount brand line that we're coming out with that's well-known, documented, concentrated organic herbs and other extracts, but that aren't super fancy pants and hard to get, that are easy to source. We can give you it for $14.95. That similar formulas are about $30, so it's about half off. We're going to have an entire discount line called Right Side, part of InfoWarsLife.com. You can get a free bottle of that when you get 2 bottles of the Nascent Iodine X2. There's no iodine like it out there. And quite frankly, the X2 is set to sell out if this sale continues, because these sales go so well that then we don't produce enough, then we got to make enough, then we got too much. You can't ever judge the public. Because, you know, we buy a bunch and then nobody buys it. And then we don't have a lot and everybody buys it. It's just, there's no telling the public's taste, as has been said many, many times. But the public likes stuff that works. We salute you and thank you for all your support, because your support getting the nutraceuticals, the Made in America T-shirts, the videos, the books, the PrisonPlanet.tv memberships, it funds this independent operation. We don't get big globalist sponsors. So you have us sponsoring us with the high-quality water filters. That special ends in 2 days. 15% off with promo code WATER. Okay, let's go to William in North Carolina. Thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Well, since you just did a plug on your products, I've got a nice little slogan for Super Male Vitality. Promise it's clean, but it goes something like this. You want to wake up every morning with a great big smile? Super Male Vitality. Hey, I've got a couple of ideas that I think would work really well for you. And one would be a TerraDrive, okay, that you could sell as a product, an InfoWars TerraDrive, and have it basically kind of a time capsule just in case the internet gets totally censored, and have this TerraDrive totally packed with vital information.
Or it could be a thumb drive with compressed stuff like key documents, key crimes of the globalist. Absolutely.
Yeah, even a thumb drive, but, you know, some documentaries. You know, they wouldn't even have to be yours, because, I mean, you can just download that stuff off YouTube. You know, have some of yours, have just some vital documentaries. Just a
that is a fabulous idea. We should produce like 30 of those. It wouldn't need to be a whole TerraDrive, but hard drives with all of InfoWars, all our films, other key documents, so that people have that information. Everybody should be saving stuff now, though, because we knew this was always coming. Now it's here, and I'm telling you, they're getting all this lined up and in law before they shut off the weapons and blame it on the Patriots. And then, my goodness, they got the police all dressed up for combat to play Redcoat, and I just don't think it'll be a very fun thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I've been doing that very thing for the past several years. I've been downloading YouTube videos and PDFs and any kind of documentary I can find. But I got a couple other ideas for you. Another thing would be maybe a line, InfoWars Household, because, you know, the cleaning project, all the cleaning products everybody uses are totally toxic and, you know, full of garbage. So that might be something for you to consider. And then the other idea that I had was, you know, you talked about all these internet censorship tactics where they claim copyright and they censor a video because you used a clip of like Anderson Cooper or something from CNN. I think it'd be a good idea to make some YouTube videos that are actually playlists instead of a YouTube video, because that way, if you wanted to show a clip that you thought might be something they would try to censor it for, it would actually just be part of your playlist. And then you could actually include footage. Exactly.
I mean, the key is expose this as a Trojan horse. Why aren't they releasing it even after they announced it, so they can now lie and say what's in it? They're telling us what's in the book, but not letting us read it. It's just standard George Soros operation. Thank you so much, William. Great points. Let's go now to another caller. Let's talk to John in Canada. John, they're trying to pass a Patriot Act up there as well. The worldwide system moves forward against free humanity.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? You have the FCC down there, and we have the CRTC up here. And with the new terror bill, they can suppress any alternate media.
They actually say they can break in your house, do illegal things, shut down media. We were covering that legislation yesterday. I mean, this is getting crazy. Even I can't believe they're actually doing it. I mean, they're really going to try to start rounding people up and stuff. It's going to get crazy.
But the thing is, I looked at the history of the FCC, and in the FCC,